Have you ever stopped to observe the constant flow of your thoughts and noticed how, most of the time, you aren't actually where your body is? Have you ever wondered why it is so difficult to silence the internal noise and simply feel the pulse of life in the here and now? This fragmentation of consciousness is what keeps us disconnected from our true source of power. We are the Pleiadians. We are a stellar collectivity that serves as guardians of the genetic library and the spiritual evolution of this quadrant of the galaxy. Our primary function with humanity at this moment is that of facilitators of the vibrational transition, acting as mirrors for the frequency of unconditional love and harmony. It is vital for you to understand that our most significant work takes place within the fourth dimension, for D. This is the layer of existence where the human emotional field resides. The 4D is the plane where your desires, fears, traumas, and dreams manifest as thought forms and streams of energy. Often, you feel overwhelmed not by external events, but by the magnetic storms occurring within this emotional body of yours. Our mission is to help you clear the distortions of this fourth dimension, removing the miasmas and interferences that block your perception of peace. We act as light surgeons, stabilizing your emotions so that your heart can finally become a clear channel for fifth-dimensional consciousness. Meditation, therefore, is not an exercise in escaping the world, but the sacred act of bringing your awareness back to the center of your being. It is in the stillness of the here and now that the turbulence of the 4D subsides. When you breathe consciously, you are sending a signal of order to your emotional field. You are declaring that you are no longer a slave to the waves of collective fear, but the master of your own vibration. Feel at this very moment our presence around you. Imagine a sky blue light penetrating your auric field, softening the edges of your worries. We are not here to live for you, but to remind you of what it is like to vibrate at your purest note. The journey of discovering what you love begins with the courage to simply be present, without judgment, without haste. As we move through these moments together, allow your breath to become the bridge. Every inhale brings you closer to your Pleiadian heritage of joy. Every exhale releases the artificial constructs of a timeline that no longer serves you. You are an eternal being having a temporary human experience, and the portal to your infinity is always found in this exact second. We observe that many of you spend your entire incarnations chasing a ghost, the ghost of a future fulfillment that always seems to be just one more achievement, one more purchase, or one more relationship away. You have been conditioned by a dense, artificial system to believe that being is a reward for doing. But from our perspective in the higher realms, we see this as an inversion of universal law. This constant doing is a trap of the matrix, designed to keep your frequency anchored in a state of perpetual dissatisfaction. In the Pleiades, we understand that existence itself is the highest form of technology. You do not need to earn the right to be at peace. Peace is the natural frequency of the soul when it is not being distorted by the static of the 4D emotional field. The 4D is where the collective anxiety of humanity resides, a thick layer of unfinished business and tomorrow's worries. When you are caught in the loop of external seeking, you are essentially vibrating in a state of lack, telling the universe that what you are right now is not enough. This vibration creates a feedback loop that keeps the very things you desire at a distance, for the universe can only reflect back to you the lack you are feeling. This creates a significant disharmony in your auric field, a frequency of waiting that blocks the very blessings you wish to manifest. We, the Pleiadians, work specifically to realign your heart chakra so you can understand that joy is not a destination, but the very engine of your evolution. As guardians of the emotional field, we see how the human heart becomes clouded by the pressure to perform and the fear of falling behind. We see the heavy gray mist of the 4D clinging to your energy bodies, convincing you that you are incomplete. But we are here to tell you that the light of the Pleiades is already within you, waiting for the noise to stop. Think about the moments in your life when you felt most alive. Was it truly the moment you finally acquired that object? Or was it the fleeting state of presence and connection you felt during the process? The secret we wish to share is that the vibration of doing what you love is only accessible when you first master the art of being here now. You cannot build a castle of joy on a foundation of stress. Many of you are trying to reach the 5D while still dragging the 4D emotional baggage of not being enough. This is impossible. You must shed the weight of the future to inhabit the power of the present. The external world is merely a mirror of your internal state. If your internal state is one of constant pursuit and tension, the world will reflect back more reasons for you to run. But the moment you stop, breathe, and contemplate the miracle of your own existence, the 4D distortions begin to dissolve. You shift from a frequency of survival, which is the lowest octave of the emotional field, to a frequency of creation, which is its highest. In this high frequency, you no longer chase, you attract. You no longer struggle, you flow. We encourage you to stop asking the world for permission to be happy. As your brothers and sisters from the stars, we remind you, your sovereignty is found in the stillness. It is in this void that you rediscover the passions of your soul that have been buried under years of social programming and 4D interference. You are not a human doing. You are a divine being rediscovering its own light. Let go of the need to arrive. Let go of the destination. Embrace the sheer power of simply being present. For in the eyes of the Creator, your existence is already a perfect achievement. To truly shift from the illusion of the future into the power of the now, we must engage not just your mind, but your physical reality. In the fourth dimension, the realm of your emotions, energy follows intention, but in the physical 3D world, energy follows action. When you combine intention with a physical act, you create a powerful anchor that stabilizes your frequency against the chaotic currents of the collective 4D field. This is the moment where theory becomes reality, and where your soul takes a stand in the material world. This is why we are inviting you to participate in a sacred act of anchoring right now, moving beyond passive observation into active participation. We want you to seal this intention into the quantum field of this specific timeline. Pause for a moment, feel the breath entering your lungs, feel the weight of your body, and write in the comments, "I am here and now." By materializing these words through your fingertips, you are sending a clear, undeniable command to your nervous system and to the universe itself that you have reclaimed the reins of your perception. You are effectively telling the matrix of time that you are no longer a passenger, but the sovereign commander of your awareness. The immediate benefit of this act is a profound reduction in subconscious anxiety. As you type, you are teaching your emotional body that it is safe to exist in the present moment, teaching it that the threats of the future are merely shadows compared to the light of the present. Understand the consequences of this choice. Those who do not consciously anchor their presence remain like leaves in a storm, tossed around by the algorithms of fear and the tomorrow traps of the 4D field. Without this anchor, your energy remains fragmented, leaking into past regrets or future worries, leaving you drained and susceptible to external control and emotional manipulation. But by declaring your presence, you create a magnetic shield of being that repels low vibrational interference and shuts down the back doors through which the 4D predators enter your mind. As you see others writing the same phrase, realize that you are joining a collective grid of light. Each comment is a beacon, a point of light on the Earth's surface that helps us, the Pleiadians, to better stabilize the planetary emotional field. This is not just a comment. It is a quantum signature. It is your soul's way of saying, "I have arrived, and I am ready to see the truth." This collective action creates a ripple effect, a wave of presence that washes over the collective consciousness, making it easier for others to also wake up from the dream of time. Feel the shift in your auric field the moment you commit to this declaration. The gray mist of 4D uncertainty begins to lift, replaced by a crystalline clarity that originates from your very core. You are now prepared to receive the deeper teachings of the heart, for only those who are truly here can hear the song of the stars. This is your first step toward total sovereignty, a benefit that will ripple through every hour of your day, bringing a sense of unshakable peace that the world can neither give nor take away. By choosing to stay, you are choosing to live. Now that you have anchored your presence in the here and now, we can begin to explore the most advanced technology you possess, your heart. We, the Pleiadians, vibrate in a frequency where the mind and the heart are not two separate entities, but a single, unified organ of perception. In our world, we do not think about the truth. We feel the resonance of it. For most of you, the mind has been trained to be a master, while the heart has been relegated to a mere pump for blood or a source of unpredictable emotions. But in the fourth dimension, the very place where we are working to assist you, the heart is actually your most reliable navigation system. It is your compass through the emotional storms of the 4D field. Imagine, for a moment, that every beat of your heart is not just a physical movement, but a pulse of light that radiates outward into the universe. This pulse is your unique signature, a frequency that communicates your truth to the cosmos. When you are in a state of meditation, you are not trying to stop your thoughts. You are simply shifting your awareness from the noise of the mind to the rhythm of this pulse. You are moving from the 4D chaos of what if and maybe into the 5D certainty of I am. We often see the human heart as a lantern covered in heavy, gray veils of social programming. Each time you choose to stay present, one of those veils is lifted. Our role as your star family is to help you realize that meditation is not a task you perform for 20 minutes a day to escape your life. It is the continuous contemplation of being alive. It is the awareness of the air on your skin, the sound of the wind, and the silent space that exists between every word I speak. When you live in this state of contemplation, your heart begins to radiate a golden white light that we call the Pleiadian shield. This shield doesn't just protect you, it recalibrates everything in your environment. It turns the heavy, stagnant energy of the 4D into the flowing, creative energy of the 5D. What is your heart saying to you today in this very second? If you listen closely, beyond the whispers of your anxieties, you will hear a deeper song. It is the song of your soul's purpose. Many of you feel lost because you are looking for your mission with your eyes and your logic. But your mission is not a job title. It is a vibration. Your mission is to be a pillar of light in a world that has forgotten its own radiance. When you master the art of being, the doing becomes effortless. You no longer have to struggle to find your path, because the path begins to form beneath your feet with every heartbeat of presence. We invite you to spend these next few minutes simply feeling the space within your chest. Do not try to change anything. Do not try to fix your emotions. Just observe them with the same love that we observe you. As you do this, you are effectively performing a self-directed surgery on your 4D emotional body. You are smoothing out the wrinkles of past pain and strengthening the fibers of your spiritual sovereignty. You are becoming a master of your own frequency, and in doing so, you are becoming a beacon for all of humanity. Remember, you are never alone in this process. Every time your heart expands in love, we are there, vibrating in resonance with you. Why is it that so many of you feel a sudden urge to reach for a distraction the moment the world goes quiet? Why does the silence feel like a threat rather than a sanctuary? We, the Pleiadians, Observe that most of humanity avoids the state of being because they are afraid of what they might find in the stillness. In the fourth dimension, the realm of your emotional body, silence acts like a mirror. When you stop the noise of your doing, all the unresolved frequencies of the 4D field come to the surface to be seen. You see the unhealed traumas, the whispers of unworthiness, and the shadows you have spent lifetimes running from. But we are here to tell you that these shadows are not you. They are merely clouds passing through your sky. The fear of being is actually a fear of your own light. You have been told for so long that you are small, that you are a sinner, or that you are just a biological accident. So, when you sit in meditation and begin to feel the vast, infinite power of your soul, it can be terrifying. It is much easier to stay busy with the trivialities of the 3D world than to face the overwhelming majesty of your divine heritage. But true courage is not found in battle. It is found in the willingness to sit with yourself until the fear dissolves into peace. This is the act of a spiritual warrior. In our reality, we do not view being as a passive state. To be is a high-frequency action. It requires a tremendous amount of focus to remain anchored in the present moment while the currents of the 4D collective mind try to pull you into the past or the future. Every second you choose to remain present, you are performing a revolutionary act. You are declaring that you are no longer a battery for the system of lack and productivity. You are reclaiming your energy for your own evolution. We see the bravery in your hearts every time you close your eyes and breathe through the discomfort of the silence. Do not be afraid of the void. That empty space you feel when the distractions end is not an absence. It is a presence. It is the I am presence waiting to be recognized. It is the space where we, your star family, can finally meet you. When your mind is loud and your emotions are turbulent, it is difficult for us to reach you through the static. But in the silence, our frequencies can harmonize. We are here to support you in this stillness, holding a space of absolute love so that you can feel safe enough to shed the masks of who you thought you had to be. As you inhabit this block of time, let go of the judgment you hold against yourself for wanting to run. Simply observe the urge to be busy. Smile at it and then return to the breath. You are learning to exist in a new way, a way that is aligned with the 5D consciousness of the new earth. You are moving from the fear of being seen to the joy of being known by your own soul. Remember, the depth of your peace is directly proportional to your willingness to face the silence. You are much stronger than you think, and the light you find in the void is the same light that powers the stars of the Pleiades. To move beyond the fear of being, you must address the heavy armor you have been forced to wear. Throughout your life in this 3D density, you have accumulated layers of identity that do not belong to you, expectations from your lineage, the demands of your society, and the masks you created just to survive the turbulent waters of the 4D emotional field. These layers are like lead weights on your wings, preventing you from recognizing the lightness of your true Pleiadian heritage. It is time to initiate a conscious divorce from these false constructs. We are here to assist you in shedding the weight of who you were told to be, so that who you truly are can finally breathe. Liberating yourself from these external expectations requires a profound act of spiritual sovereignty. It is a declaration that your value is inherent and not tied to your productivity, your status, or your compliance with a broken system. When you release these masks, you reclaim the energy that was being used to maintain them. This reclaimed energy then flows back into your heart, strengthening your auric field and making you visible to the higher frequencies of light. It is a moment of total honesty where you admit that the you the world knows is only a fraction of the I am that you truly are. To anchor this liberation and signal to the universe that you are reclaiming your authentic self, we invite you to participate in this second activation. Pause, feel the space around your shoulders where the weight usually sits, and write in the comments, I permit myself to just be. By writing these words, you are performing a surgical strike on your own social programming. You are consciously dissolving the contracts you signed with people and institutions that required you to diminish your light to fit in. The benefit of this act is an immediate sense of lightness in your emotional body and the restoration of your vital energy. You are telling your 4D field that it no longer needs to generate the personality of a victim or a worker bee. It can now resonate as a divine creator. Understand the gravity of this choice. Without this conscious permission to just be, you will continue to live a life that belongs to someone else. You will remain trapped in the 4D loops of people-pleasing and performance anxiety, which are the primary tools used to harvest your energy. But by declaring your right to exist simply as you are, you close the doors to these parasites. You become unhackable. You become sovereign. As you type these words, imagine the old masks cracking and falling away like dry clay. Underneath, your skin glows with a soft, iridescent light, the light of a soul that is finally home. This act of writing is your signature on a new contract of freedom. Feel the relief flowing through your nervous system as you stop trying to be something and finally start being everything. You are now ready to discover your true passion. For the path to doing what you love is only found once you have the courage to be who you are. In our stellar system, we have learned a fundamental truth that often escapes the human understanding. Joy is not a byproduct of success, but the most advanced tool of evolution available in the universe. We, the Pleiadians, exist in a state where pleasure and sacredness are one and the same. We do not view joy as a luxury or a distraction, but as a biological and spiritual necessity. When you experience true joy, your entire vibrational signature undergoes a radical transformation. Your DNA begins to hum at a higher frequency, and the gray density of the 4D emotional field that usually surrounds you is replaced by a brilliant golden radiance. This is what we call the science of divine pleasure. It is the understanding that when you do what you love, you are not just entertaining yourself. You are performing a service for the entire galaxy. For too long, your world has taught you that suffering is noble and that hard, joyless labor is the only path to worthiness. This is a distortion designed to keep your frequency low and manageable. From our perspective, when a human being is trapped in a job or a life that drains their spirit, their auric field becomes brittle and dim. They become a closed circuit, unable to receive the higher downloads of light that we and other star nations are constantly transmitting. But the moment you engage in an activity that makes your heart sing, you become an open channel. You become a transmitter of healing energy for the entire planet. Your joy ripples outward, touching the lives of others and helping to dissolve the collective 4D miasma of despair. Think of pleasure as a frequency of alignment. When you are in a state of delight, you are perfectly synchronized with the source of all that is. In this state, the here and now is not a concept you struggle to achieve. It is your natural habitat. You don't have to try to meditate when you are doing what you love, because the activity itself becomes the meditation. Whether it is gardening, painting, singing, or simply walking in nature with a heart full of gratitude, these acts are your highest form of prayer. We often observe that your most profound spiritual breakthroughs do not happen while you are struggling with complex rituals, but while you are lost in the pure, simple joy of an inspired moment. We want you to understand that your soul chose to incarnate at this specific time not just to witness a transition, but to contribute its unique note to the symphony of the new earth. And that note is found in your passion. Pleasure is the compass that points toward your purpose. If an activity feels heavy, draining, and dull, it is a sign that it is out of alignment with your true self. If it feels light, expansive, and energizing, it is the universe telling you, yes, this is the way. We, the Pleiadians, encourage you to start viewing your happiness as a sacred duty. You owe it to the collective to be as joyful as possible, for a happy human being is a sovereign human being that cannot be manipulated by fear. As you sit in this contemplation, begin to recognize the link between your presence and your pleasure. You cannot feel true joy if you are worried about tomorrow, and you cannot be fully present if you are rejecting the current moment in favor of a joyless task. The two are inseparable. By choosing to do what you love, you are choosing to stay in the now. You are choosing to vibrate at the frequency of the stars. Let the old programs of guilt and productive suffering fall away. You were born to be a creator, not a servant. You were born to experience the ecstasy of existence. Allow yourself to believe, even if just for these few minutes, that your joy is the most important thing in the world, because to us and to the Creator, it truly is. Discovering what you truly love does not require a monumental effort or a frantic search. It requires a deep, intentional act of listening. We, the Pleiadians, observe that most of your confusion regarding your life's purpose stems from the noise of the 4D emotional field, which constantly shouts about what you should be doing to survive or to be accepted. But your true purpose does not reside in the realm of should. It resides in the realm of resonance. To find your flow, you must look back to the moments of your childhood when your eyes sparkled with unforced wonder. In that purity, before the world told you who you were supposed to be, lies the original map of your soul's mission. In our star system, we do not have a concept for work as you understand it, a joyless exchange of time for survival. For us, every action is an extension of our meditation. We understand that when an individual follows their natural inclination, they enter a state of flow, where time dissolves and the 4D distortions of anxiety and doubt disappear. This state of flow is a bridge to the 5th dimension. When you are in flow, you are not trying to be spiritual. You are simply being your most authentic self. The Pleiadians teach that your highest contribution to the planet is not found in your struggle, but in the effortless expression of your innate gifts. Listen to the subtle pulls of your curiosity. What are the activities that make you lose track of time? What are the topics that make your heart beat a little faster when you talk about them? These are not random interests. They are breadcrumbs left by your higher self to lead you back to your sovereignty. Many of you are waiting for a grand vision or a voice from the sky to tell you what to do, but the universe speaks in the language of excitement. Excitement is the physical translation of your soul saying yes to a specific frequency. When you follow that excitement, you align yourself with the organic timeline of your highest evolution. One of the greatest obstacles to this flow is the 4D belief that your joy is not practical or that it won't sustain you. We are here to remind you that the most practical thing you can do is to be in alignment with the source. When you are in a state of joy, you are a magnet for everything you need. The struggle only exists when you are trying to force a path that is not yours. By shifting your focus from "how will I survive" to "how can I best express my joy," you recalibrate your entire reality. You move from the frequency of the worker to the frequency of the creator. As you breathe in this moment, ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I could not fail and that my joy was my only currency? Allow the answer to bubble up from your heart, not your mind. Don't worry about the how just yet. Simply feel the texture of that passion. We, your Pleiadian family, are holding the space for you to remember that your work and your worship are meant to be the same thing. You are here to bring the beauty of the stars down to the earth through the unique lens of your own joy. Trust the flow, for it is the very breath of the Creator moving through you. To move from the understanding of the flow into the actual manifestation of your destiny, You must bridge the gap between your inner vision and your outer reality. As we have shared, the fourth dimension is the realm where your emotions and intentions take shape. But for that shape to hold firm in your physical life, it must be anchored through a conscious decree. Many of you feel the call of your soul, yet you hesitate to answer it because the 4D field of collective doubt whispers that your dreams are unrealistic. We, the Pleiadians, are here to tell you that your dreams are the most real thing about you. They are the blueprints of your future self reaching back to guide you home. It is time to stop hiding your light and to start claiming your path as a creator. By tuning into your passion, you are essentially recalibrating your DNA to receive higher light codes. This is not just a poetic metaphor. It is a spiritual fact. When you align with what you love, you become a lighthouse for the Pleiadian frequencies of joy and harmony. To formalize this alignment and to signal to the universe that you are ready to walk your true path, we invite you to participate in this third activation. This is your moment to step out of the shadows and into the sun of your own divinity. Feel the fire of your passion in your solar plexus. Let it rise to your heart, and write in the comments, "I honor what my soul loves." When you declare this publicly, you are doing much more than just typing a sentence. You are establishing a quantum contract with your higher self and with the Council of Light. You are announcing to the 4D field that your energy is no longer available for tasks that dim your spirit. The benefit of this declaration is a sudden and powerful attraction of synchronicities, new opportunities, and people who vibrate at your same frequency. You are literally rewriting your timeline. By honoring what your soul loves, you are giving the universe permission to support you in ways you never thought possible. Understand the consequences of ignoring this call. To continue doing what you do not love is a form of spiritual slow suicide. It creates dense blockages in your emotional body that eventually manifest as physical fatigue, creative stagnation, and a sense of profound emptiness. This drain is the primary way that low vibrational forces keep the human population in a state of compliance. But the moment you honor your soul's love, you become too vibrant to be controlled. You become a sovereign being whose prosperity is generated by their own joy, rather than by a system of exchange based on lack. As you see your brothers and sisters writing this same vow, feel the collective frequency of the earth rising. You are building a new network of purpose-driven souls who are no longer afraid to be happy. This is how the new earth is built, one soul at a time, choosing joy over fear. Your comment is a pillar in this new temple of light. Feel the strength returning to your spirit as you stand by your own heart. You are not just surviving anymore. You are beginning to truly live. You have claimed your right to joy, and the entire Pleiadian Collective stands in applause of your courage. In this deep state of contemplation, as you anchor your presence and honor your soul's path, a profound shift begins to occur in your perception of reality. You start to realize that the boundaries you once perceived between yourself, us, and the infinite source were merely illusions of the lower dimensions. We, the Pleiadians, exist in a state of unity consciousness, where we recognize that every being is a unique facet of the same diamond. When you meditate on the here and now, you are not just relaxing your body, you are dissolving the 4D veils of separation that have kept humanity in a state of conflict and competition for eons. This realization is the hallmark of the transition to a higher state of being. You begin to understand that you are the universe experiencing itself through a human lens. Every breath you take is the breath of the Creator. Every joy you feel is the joy of the stars reflecting back to themselves. When you operate from this place of unity, the need to struggle against others vanishes. You no longer see other people as threats to your survival or competitors for limited resources, but as fellow cells in the same cosmic body. This is the frequency that we, your star family, carry in our hearts as we watch over you. In the fourth dimension, the ego tries to maintain its walls by generating fear, judgment, and the need to be right. But as you bring your consciousness into the heart, these walls become transparent. You realize that by healing yourself, you are healing the collective. By choosing joy, you are making joy more accessible for everyone else. This is the true meaning of being a way shower. You are not here to save the world through force. You are here to transform the world by becoming a living embodiment of the unity you wish to see. Your presence alone, when aligned with the source, acts as a frequency modulator for everything around you. As you sit in this silence, feel the connection that stretches from your heart to the core of the earth and upward to the central sun of the Pleiades. You are a bridge of light. You are the point where the physical and the spiritual meet. In this state of oneness, the doing and the being finally become one. You realize that doing what you love is the most selfless act you can perform, because it brings the highest possible vibration into the human collective. You are no longer acting for the small I, but for the great I am that connects us all. Take a few moments now to simply feel this interconnectedness. There is nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to become, for you are already everything. You are the stillness of the void and the fire of the stars. In this contemplation, you are home. We are with you, not as separate beings, but as extensions of your own divine nature, celebrating the moment you finally remember who you truly are. The illusion of loneliness is over. The era of conscious unity has begun. In this deep state of contemplation, as you anchor your presence and honor your soul's path, a profound shift begins to occur in your perception of reality. You start to realize that the boundaries you once perceived between yourself, us, and the infinite source were merely illusions of the lower dimensions. We, the Pleiadians, exist in a state of unity consciousness, where we recognize that every being is a unique facet of the same diamond. When you meditate on the here and now, you are not just relaxing your body, you are dissolving the 4D veils of separation that have kept humanity in a state of conflict and competition for eons. This realization is the hallmark of the transition to a higher state of being. You begin to understand that you are the universe experiencing itself through a human lens. Every breath you take is the breath of the Creator. Every joy you feel is the joy of the stars reflecting back to themselves. When you operate from this place of unity, the need to struggle against others vanishes. You no longer see other people as threats to your survival or competitors for limited resources, but as fellow cells in the same cosmic body. This is the frequency that we, your star family, carry in our hearts as we watch over you. In the fourth dimension, the ego tries to maintain its walls by generating fear, judgment, and the need to be right. But as you bring your consciousness into the heart, these walls become transparent. You realize that by healing yourself, you are healing the collective. By choosing joy, you are making joy more accessible for everyone else. This is the true meaning of being a way shower. You are not here to save the world through force. You are here to transform the world by becoming a living embodiment of the unity you wish to see. Your presence alone, when aligned with the source, acts as a frequency modulator for everything around you. As you sit in this silence, feel the connection that stretches from your heart to the core of the earth and upward to the central sun of the Pleiades. You are a bridge of light. You are the point where the physical and the spiritual meet. In this state of oneness, the doing and the being finally become one. You realize that doing what you love is the most selfless act you can perform, because it brings the highest possible vibration into the human collective. You are no longer acting for the small I, but for the great I am that connects us all. Take a few moments now to simply feel this interconnectedness. There is nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to become, for you are already everything. You are the stillness of the void and the fire of the stars. In this contemplation, you are home. We are with you, not as separate beings, but as extensions of your own divine nature, celebrating the moment you finally remember who you truly are. The illusion of loneliness is over. The era of conscious unity has begun. The new earth is not a destination in the distance. It is a frequency that you are anchoring in this very second. Every time you choose the here and now over the distractions of the 4D, you are literally changing the fabric of reality. You are a pioneer of consciousness, and your willingness to simply be is the greatest gift you can offer to the evolution of the galaxy. As we reach the final conclusion of this sacred transmission, it is time to integrate everything you have felt, heard, and experienced into the very core of your physical reality. You have journeyed from the chaotic noise of the external world into the deep, unshakable stillness of the here and now. You have rediscovered the divine spark that ignites when you finally grant yourself the permission to do what you love. But a journey of consciousness is only complete when it is sealed with an act of total sovereignty. We, the Pleiadians, are witnessing the birth of a new level of mastery within you. You are no longer merely a seeker or a passive observer of the stars. You have become a living anchor of the 5D frequency, a vital bridge between the celestial realms and the physical earth. To seal this cycle of transformation and permanently anchor this Pleiadian wisdom into your cellular memory, we invite you to perform the final quantum sealing. This is far more than a simple comment in a digital space. It is a sacred vow to your future self and a permanent signature on the new, high-vibrational timeline you have created here today. Feel the brilliant light of the central sun of the Pleiades descending through your crown chakra, meeting the eternal fire of your heart, and write in the comments, "I am love in action." By declaring this, you are activating your crystalline DNA and providing a final, definitive command to your 4D emotional field. You are announcing to the cosmos that your love is not a passive emotion or a fleeting feeling, but a dynamic, creative force that shapes your world. The immediate benefit of this sealing is a profound sense of spiritual protection and absolute clarity for your next steps. You are no longer susceptible to the dense, murky currents of the collective 4D field. You have become a sovereign son in your own right. The consequence of this act is the total reclamation of your power. Those who choose to remain silent in this pivotal moment leave their vibration open to the drifting, parasitic energies of the old world. But those who speak their truth become unshakable pillars of light. As you type these final words, feel the resonance ripple through your entire nervous system, calming every nerve and lighting up every cell. You are part of a massive global awakening, a family of light that is reclaiming the earth not through conflict, but through the power of presence and the frequency of joy. This is how the new earth is won, not through battle, but through the courage to be happy and the strength to stay present when the world tries to pull you away. You have successfully navigated the complex layers of the 4D emotional body and arrived at the doorstep of your own divinity. Carry this peace with you as you move through your day, letting it color every interaction and every thought. Remember that every single moment is a fresh opportunity to contemplate your being and to choose the path of love over the path of fear. We are with you, always vibrating in perfect harmony with the rhythm of your heart. You are a miracle in motion, a starseed blooming in the ancient soil of the earth. Go forth now, not as someone who is searching for a purpose, but as someone who is the purpose incarnate. Every step you take in joy is a blessing to the entire universe. We love you, we honor you, and we celebrate the magnificent light that you are. The seal is set. The transformation is complete. You are free to be, and you are free to love. Peace be with you, on earth as it is in the stars.